What's up, bitch? So I don't know if you guys have seen that YouTube Shorts ad that plays before almost every video, the one with that god-awful corn song.
YouTube Shorts presents the fun side of 2022.
For me, I really like cone.
Can we skip to the good part?
Cone! A good corn that knobs. It has the juice.
Watch on YouTube Shorts.
But after I saw that, I'm like, are people really that into YouTube Shorts? Because anytime I see that mentioned anywhere outside of YouTube, it's always just people talking shit. And rightfully so. YouTube Shorts is like stepping into a time machine of only stuff your parents find funny. That or stuff that was funny months ago. And now they want us to relive all that like we didn't get rid of YouTube Rewind for a reason.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
No one wants to relive stuff we already seen, especially it's stuff we found annoying. I'm not sure if they still play the ad, but it for sure came out of nowhere. You'd be done watching a 20-minute video and all you hear at the end is just,
I really like cone.
Can we skip to the good part?
and why was it that video? What about the Mexican kid dancing in the mirror? I feel like it's reverse racism that Mr. Beast didn't get that guy a burger.
Which one's better, Mr. Beast Burger or corn?
And actually, first of all, it wasn't even made on YouTube Shorts. That was a viral TikTok. That's like if PlayStation had a commercial showing their best games, and all of a sudden you see Master Chief having sex with Crash Bandicoot. I'm surprised Facebook hasn't come out with anything like this, so your grandparents can be even more annoying. Like, look what I found, look how funny this is.
Because who you are and who you're born with.
That's enough about that. You guys want to know the best way to look like you're doing something, but also that you do not care at all? If you're an NBA player, best start taking notes. So Christmas is tomorrow, and during this time, usually at the beginning of the month, athletes like to give back by blessing others who aren't as well off as they are. A good example would be Andre Johnson, who played for the Houston Texans, would hold an annual shopping spree for Christmas for local kids, and a lot of other players do similar things. Obviously, with the millions they make, giving a little bit of that to someone else, I assume, isn't that much of a big deal, especially when some of their clothes cost as much as a car. And I'm not saying for them to spend millions on people, but if they are going to get someone something, it might as well be something that they can't normally get. So tell me why I see an Instagram post saying Rudy Gobert, center for the Timberwolves, gifted 500 Target employees $50. Now you might see that 500 number and be like, wow. But then when you realize that each of those 500 got only 50, you start doing the math. 500 times 50 is 25,000 distributed between 500 people. Andre Johnson, who I mentioned earlier, had a total of $16,000 shared between 11 people, which is almost $1,500 a person. To put it in even more perspective on how outrageous $50 a person is, this is Rudy Gobert's contract. That says 5 years for $205 million. 25,000 is 0.01% of that. And some might say he didn't have to get them anything. It's almost like he didn't. Imagine sitting at a work meeting and you hear like, oh, an NBA player just got you all gifts, and you find out it's a fucking $50 Target gift card. I'd be like, you don't have to tell us it's from an NBA player. I'd still accept it. And they're like, no, it is from one. And I'm like, a current one? They're like, yes. And I'm like, a black one? And they're like, leave. It also doesn't help his cause that when COVID was hitting hard, this was the guy who was like, oh, I don't believe in all that, and started touching all the mics and ended up being the first NBA player to get COVID.
Now, the NBA suspended their season last night after Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus.
He was also fined the same amount that he gave away for cussing during a game. So whoever got a piece of that crispy, sweet $25,000, just know he thinks you're worth as much as the phrase, fuck the talk. Not even a full coherent sentence. Yeah, guys, I can't wait for YouTube Shorts to be the next TikTok because we all want that, right? And hey, if you're one of those employees who got one of those $50 and can prove it to me, I'll give you 60. See you next week. Peace.